In her interim budget speech for this year FY25, Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharamanji presented her shortest budget speech. As expected, today's announcement had no major policy reforms as this was an interim budget ahead of the Lok Sabha elections slated later this year. However, the budget leaned towards pro-growth initiatives. Let's discuss 7 key highlights from this year's interim budget. The first is the CapEx target. Capital expenditure or CapEx once again took center stage as a pivotal driver for India's economic growth. The budget allocated 11.1% higher CapEx for FY25 than the current fiscal year's CapEx, demonstrating a commitment to sustaining India's position as one of the fastest growing major economies in the world. The capital expenditure as a percentage of GDP is therefore projected to rise from 3.3% in FY24, which is the current fiscal, to an estimated 3.4% in FY25. There were no major changes in income tax. Now, despite expectations and hopes for a tax relief from the middle class, especially with the budget preceding the Lok Sabha elections, Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharamanji opted to keep tax rates and slabs unchanged under both the new as well as the old regime. Third, fiscal consolidation is on track. Now, India continues its commitment to fiscal consolidation. The fiscal deficit for the current financial year is expected to settle at 5.8%, outperforming the budget estimates of 5.9%. Looking ahead, the Union government has set an ambitious target of achieving a fiscal deficit of 5.1% for FY25. Fostering new innovations through the New Innovation Fund. Now, a major announcement includes the establishment of a 1 lakh crore rupee corpus dedicated to fostering innovation. Now, the fund comprises various financial instruments such as a 50-year interest-free loan and long-term financing and refinancing options with extended tenures and low or almost nil interest rates. Now, this move is designed to incentivize the private sector to intensify their efforts in research and innovation, particularly in emerging and high-potential domains, which are also called the sunrise sectors. Next is the focus on tourism development. The government is putting spotlight on tourism development too. States are being encouraged to take up the development of iconic tourist centers such as Lakshadweep. They are not just developing these spots but also planning to brand and market them globally. Now, there's going to be a rating system based on the quality of facilities and services at these tourist centers. Now, it's like a quality check to ensure a top-notch experience for tourists. To make it happen, now long-term interest-free loans are in the works for states, which would give a solid financial push to make these tourist destinations world-class. Next is the focus on going green. Embracing sustainability, the Indian government launched a rooftop solar project set to provide 1 crore households with 300 units of free electricity monthly. Now, addressing EV adoption barriers, the interim budget for FY25 focuses on expanding the electric vehicle ecosystem. Now, with just 6,586 charging stations by March 2023, a significant investment aims to incentivize and boost charging infrastructure nationwide. Last is the significant push to housing. Now, there was no major SOPs for rural transfers but significant housing push. The government is close to achieving the target of 3 crore houses under the rural housing scheme. 2 crore more houses would be constructed in the next 5 years. Additionally, the Union government is expected to launch housing scheme for the middle class, but more details on this are awaited. While these are just the highlights of the interim budget, don't forget to check out the Third Umpire episode this weekend to get a full analysis of the interim budget for FY25. This is Raj Mehta signing off, wishing you and your loved ones the very best. Thank you.
Did you like watching this video? Then download our app, Informed Investor, to watch more such informative and interesting videos.
Equity investments are subject to market risk. Read all investment-related documents carefully. Visit www.researchandranking.com